My beloved child, listen deeply. When the court of heaven speaks, it is not merely the hour of judgment, it is the moment when love is revealed in its holiest form. The angels stand in sacred silence, the scrolls are being unsealed, and the voice that thunders from the throne of the Almighty echoes like rolling thunder across clear skies. When heaven speaks, every other voice must fall silent. Every accusation, every shadow, every whisper of sin must bow before the proclamation of the Creator. My child, while the world seeks justice through punishment, I reveal justice through mercy. For in my kingdom, justice and love are not in conflict, they are one within my heart. There are courts on earth that see only appearances, but there is a higher court where every intention, every tear, every silent sob is recorded in the books of heaven. Your case has not been forgotten, nor has it been dismissed. It rests before my righteous throne where light forbids darkness from concealing anything. I have seen how you loved, how you believed, and how you endured pain. I have counted every tear you have shed, and no lie will ever again be permitted to weigh upon your innocent soul. Today I declare that the verdict has been issued not to condemn but to reveal my justice, not to destroy but to set free. I tell you, do not tremble, for when the court of heaven is established, I come not only with the power of judgment, but with the heart of redemption. I do not decree to destroy, but to restore. I do not pronounce punishment to crush, but to open the way to true freedom. For my justice is unlike the justice of the world. Mine does not merely punish what is wrong, it heals what is broken. Look, my child, heaven does not remain silent forever. All that is hidden will be revealed under the dawn of divine justice. Every unspoken cry, every forgotten tear, every injustice you have suffered is being written into the book of remembrance. And today, as the court of heaven speaks, I am overturning your verdict from condemnation to restoration. There have been words from men that caused you to hang your head low and wounds in your soul that made you believe you were condemned forever. But I tell you, you have not been abandoned, nor have you been cast aside. I have seen all that you have borne, the times you stood silently in pain, the moments you chose forgiveness even when your heart was breaking. Hear me well, my child, the court of heaven is not like the courts of men. Humanity demands justice by making others pay, but I bring justice by paying the price myself. My hand does not hold a gavel of wrath, it holds the scroll of grace. And when I render judgment, that judgment is forgiven, restored, glorified. When heaven speaks, both heaven and earth tremble not out of fear, but because divine order is being reestablished. I restore balance between darkness and light, between loss and recompense, between sin and grace. All that seemed lost I will make live again. All that was stolen I will repay. All that was broken I will rebuild by my power. Know this, my child, true justice is not merely repayment, it is renewal at the very core of being. When I decree, it is not only your circumstances that change, but your soul that is reborn. I proclaim, behold, I make all things new. Revelation 2:1-5. And from that proclamation, a spiritual dawn rises not to burn, but to illuminate the path home for those who have wandered. Do not seek revenge, for I have not called you to be the judge. I am the righteous judge. Do not carry the burden of resentment, for I have carried it for you upon the cross. Let the court of heaven carry out justice in heaven's way, justice wrapped in mercy and verdicts written in love. When the court of heaven speaks, every deception will be exposed, every truth will be exalted, and every child of mine will be restored to honor. For I have not come to condemn, but to set free, not to punish, but to redeem. Every judgment I render ushers in a new chapter of life. My child, let your heart be still before my decree. Let your tears fall as an act of surrender, for I will turn them into radiant pearls. Let your heart soften, for I am touching it to heal. And when the dawn of justice spreads across the heavens, you will see that everything once broken in darkness has become a testimony of light. Open your heart and listen, for now I will reveal to you the true essence of divine justice, a truth the world has forgotten and the human soul rarely recognizes. My justice is not like the justice of men. Humanity seeks fairness as repayment, but I establish justice to restore the order of love that sin has distorted. My justice is not born from wrath, but from perfect mercy, for I am love itself, and everything I do reflects that nature. My child, this world has twisted the meaning of justice. People think justice is punishment, that there must be losers for others to win, that vengeance satisfies the heart. But I say to you, the justice of heaven does not exist to appease anger, but to heal the wound. I do not punish to prove power, I correct to redeem the soul. In the court of heaven, righteousness and mercy do not oppose each other, they embrace within the brilliance of my glory. Mercy and truth are met together, righteousness and peace have kissed each other. Psalm 85:10, remember this, for it is the soul of every decree from heaven. Each time I judge, my love is still present. Each time I correct, my compassion still covers all. There is no verdict from heaven that does not carry within it a path to return home. My justice does not seek the guilty to destroy, but the lost to bring home. My justice is not a consuming fire, but a refining one, burning away the impurity so that you may shine like pure gold. I allow you to pass through trials not to punish, but to forge you into a living testimony of grace. Do you see it now? Even suffering itself is part of my loving verdict, for through pain I open the way to life. My justice cannot be bribed, nor can it be threatened. It does not arise from human power, but from my throne, the place where light never fades, and every falsehood dissolves. The world may call evil good, and good evil, but before my throne only truth stands firm. Though nations tremble and kingdoms fall, I remain the unshaken foundation, for my justice is not bound by time or change, it is bound to my eternal nature. Look to the dawn, my child, for the dawn is the mirror of my justice, never hasty yet never failing. No matter how long, the nightlight always rises at the appointed hour. So it is with my justice, it never comes too soon nor too late. It arrives precisely when you need it, where you stand, and in a way you can recognize. And when it comes, it illuminates not only your path but your heart. Do not fear, my voice, beloved one, for my decree is the lamp unto your feet. If you listen with the ears of the flesh, you may tremble, but if you listen with the ears of the Spirit, you will find rest. When my justice touches you, it does not shatter you, it makes you whole. It does not destroy, but rebirths. I see those who cry out for justice in bitterness, hoping I will punish their enemies. But I tell you this, let me teach you to see through the eyes of heaven. True justice does not begin with judging others. It begins with allowing my light to search your own heart. For only when you have been healed can you become a vessel of my justice upon the earth, my child. My justice is not a cold balance of scales, but a heart that feels compassion. I do not see only the deed, but the motive, not only the sin, but the fear that hides behind it. I see the tears of the one who has stumbled. I hear the sigh of the weak, and I judge with a mercy far beyond human understanding. Therefore, my justice does not seek a victim to atone, but a heart that repents to live. My beloved, let my justice begin in you. When you forgive, you allow my justice to move. When you love those who have wounded you, you become the evidence of heaven's court on earth. When you choose silence instead of retaliation, you are allowing me to fight on your behalf. I tell you this, my justice always gives birth to peace. If something steals your peace, it is not from me. Look to where peace dwells, for there, my justice is at work. My justice is not the strike of a gavel, but the whisper, return. My child, I know the pain of betrayal can make your heart tremble and cause you to doubt your own worth. But I say to you, you are innocent. You are not defined by the actions of others, but by the love through which I created you. Those who hurt you did not realize that in trying to wound you, they touched the very apple of my eye. I saw the early days when you walked with your heart wide open like a window, welcoming the dawn breeze. You offered support, faithfulness, and trust as pure as morning dew, untouched by the Sunday. You believed in the hands that held yours trusted promises as surely as you trusted the coming of morning. But there came a time when those hands let go mid-storm and the promises shattered like glass beneath your feet. I know where the blade has silently passed and where your heart has tried to mend itself with threads of self-strength. Hear me, my child, your pain is not unseen in heaven. I do not overlook even the smallest sigh or ignore a single tear that falls. When others grow confused about your story, I see every detail clearly. When the world forgets, I remember. When your voice is drowned out, I testify for you. Yet, my beloved, let me lead you through, not merely out of your sorrow, I am teaching you to discern between love and enabling. To love is not to let others trample your dignity. To forgive is not to reopen the gate for the storm to return. My love is a garden with walls within it. Goodness is nurtured. Outside evil is restrained. Keep the holy boundaries of your heart. They are not signs of lovelessness, but of love governed by truth. I know you have longed for instant justice. But if justice comes before the heart is healed, it becomes a blade, not the hand of a physician. That is why I heal first, and then I judge. This is the order of heaven. Love paves the way for justice, and justice guards love so that love will not be distorted. When you look back, you will see in the place they called desolate, I have raised a fenced garden. In what they thought a grave, I have built a monument of remembrance. And at the very moment they turned their backs, the sun of righteousness rose behind you. For I am still who I am, abundant in mercy, steadfast in truth, and faithful to finish what I have begun. And remember this well, my justice never sleeps, and my timing always arrives in season. What mankind hides in darkness will be exposed under my light. Do not fear, nor let sorrow blur your vision. Let your heart grow quiet and listen. For my voice, I am the Lord your God, the righteous judge who sees all things and knows every detail. I have watched every step you have taken, never once looking away. Your heart is tender like freshly plowed soil, and others have sown deceit into it. But remember, my child, I am the Lord of the harvest. I will uproot every weed and preserve the good grain to yield even more. Those who exploited your innocence think they have won, but they have buried themselves beneath the weight of their deceit. For do not be deceived, God is not mocked. Whatever a man sows, that shall he also reap. Galatians 6:7. My beloved child, I call you innocent, not because you have never stumbled, but because I have seen the motive of your heart, and it is love, not manipulation. It is because you are sincere that you have known pain. It is because you are faithful that you have known betrayal. Yet what the world sees as weakness, I see as strength. Therefore do not let bitterness take root within you. Let truth do its work and let me do mine, bringing justice without breaking the peace within your soul. My justice is light. It separates the true from the false. When that light comes, slander will fall away like withered leaves. Those who weave deceit will be caught in their own snares, and your name will be restored at the appointed time I have set. My child, do not let your soul close itself because of hurt. Your innocence is a precious jewel I have given you, and I will clothe it with the garment of wisdom. You will love not blindly, but with discernment. You will trust not to be defined by others, but from the security of knowing who you are in me. You will learn to stand beside me, where love and justice meet, where the heart is healed, yet remains as tender as it was in the beginning. Listen closely, my child, and engrave this truth deep within your spirit. My justice is not merely the sword that divides, but the arm of love extended to redeem. When I act, I do not come as a cold judge, but as a father who bends down to wipe the tears from the trembling face of his child. My justice never stands apart from my mercy. It only finds meaning when wrapped in the tenderness of my compassion. Remember this, my child, I do not punish to destroy, but discipline to redeem. If I allow you to walk through seasons of breaking, it is so that you may learn to see my hand even within the fracture. Look to the cross where justice and love meet. There justice demanded blood, but love said, "Let me bear it instead." My justice is not a fire that consumes, but a fire that refines. It burns away the false so that the pure may remain. It prunes what is excessive so that you may bear fruit. Do not fear the fire, for I sit beside the furnace, and my eyes never leave you. I speak to you today with a voice of comfort and authority, that your heart may find peace, and your soul may rest in the light of truth. Let go, my child. Let your hands, which have clutched pain for so long, open to receive the breath of freedom. Release the hurt, for it no longer belongs to you. Lay down your anger, for it cannot heal anything. Stop searching for explanations in questions that have no answer, for there are things only heaven understands and only time can reveal. I know you are weary, tired of seeking meaning in the senseless waiting for apologies from lips that know no humility, hoping for justice from hearts that do not know righteousness. But I declare to you, you need not wait any longer. I am handling this matter myself. And when I act, everything will be set right, not by noise, not by human promises, but by my righteous arm judging with perfection and mercy that never errs. Believe this not with your mind, but with your heart that has been tested through fire. My judgment is perfect. I do not forget, nor do I rush. I delay only to give hearts the chance to repent. But when I move, every lie will vanish like mist, and every truth will rise with the splendor of dawn. My child, you are free, not with freedom given by circumstance, but with the freedom that flows from within where my spirit dwells. I have seen you choose forgiveness without ever receiving an apology. Choose silence when misunderstood. Choose to stand firm when no one defended you. In those moments, heaven wrote your name among those who are strong, not by might, but by love. And they, the ones who have used words as blades, who have turned your kindness into a stepping stone for their own ambition, they too belong to me. Do not look upon them with resentment, for resentment is the anchor that keeps you bound. Do not look upon them with contempt, for that will only dim your light. Look upon them with release, for I will deal with them in my way at my appointed time. My justice forgets no one, and my mercy shows no partiality. Those who sow the wind shall reap the storm, yet if they humble their hearts, I can still turn the tempest into a season of rain for repentance. Therefore, do not trouble your heart over their journey. Focus instead on the path I have set before you. My child, let my justice touch you, not to wound, but to make you stand firm in a world that sways. Let my love cover you like wings of shelter, that you may understand in every judgment. I am not casting you aside, but lifting you higher. Open your eyes and see what you call punishment is truly the hand of a father renewing your soul. What you think is an ending is where I begin a season of restoration. I tell you this, the justice of heaven does not end in the punishment of sin, but is fulfilled when the soul is healed. My justice is not meant to force the sinner to the ground, but to raise them up with a heart made new. My justice is not to prove that I am right, but to ensure that you may live. And when that justice is made complete within you, you will understand that I am not only the judge, I am the Redeemer. Do not fear the court of heaven, for there love is the law, and grace is the verdict. I do not record sins to count them, but mercies to remember them. I do not seek evidence of fault, but traces of repentance. My child, be still and listen, for now the call of restoration is echoing from the midst of heaven. It does not sound like the trumpet of war, but like the whisper of dawn, parting the night, gentle yet strong enough to awaken lifelong dormant within you. I do not come to reopen your wounds, but to breathe life into your ashes, that what was once broken may be rebuilt by my loving hands. For where you thought death had claimed all, I am birthing a new season of glory. My beloved child, know this. Restoration does not begin when the wound closes, but when your heart allows me to touch it. There are wounds that time cannot heal, only my presence can. When you let me draw near, I do not merely wipe away your tears, I transform them into healing oil, soothing your pain and sanctifying it into testimony. Therefore, do not fear what has been shattered. In my kingdom, every broken thing can be made whole. I speak to you today with the voice of comfort and power, that your heart may rest and your soul may find peace in the light of truth. Let your hands, which have clutched pain for so long, open to receive the breath of freedom. Let go of the sorrow, it no longer belongs to you. Lay down your anger, it cannot heal what was lost. Cease searching for answers in questions that echo without reply, for there are mysteries only heaven comprehends, and only time will unveil. Believe this not with your reasoning, but with the heart refined through fire. My judgment is perfect, I neither forget nor rush. I delay my hand to give space for hearts to turn, but when I act, every deceit will vanish like mist, and every truth will rise bold as dawn. You are chosen, you are loved. You are the one redeemed by blood, the one sent to carry light into darkness. And today the court of heaven declares, it is enough. No more punishment, no more accusation, no more chains of the past. I decree that the season of restoration has come, and it begins right where you thought the end was. I am opening a path through the ruins, and rivers of living water are flowing forth from the very cracks within your soul. You have sown your tears, but I have gathered them, and now I pour them out as a rain of blessing upon the once barren fields of your soul. Everything you have lost I will restore in abundance. Every fragment you once held in trembling hands I will piece together, not to hide the cracks, but so that my light may shine through them. Remember, my child, I do not restore in your way, but in the way of heaven. You wish to forget the past, but I desire to turn your past into a testimony of grace. You long to return to how things were, but I am calling you into the version I destined you to become, stronger, purer, and more radiant than ever before. Do not fear the process of restoration, my child. It may be slow, it may be painful, but it is certain. Just as a seed must break before it can sprout, your soul must open before it can receive the light. Sometimes I take away to make room for what is greater. Sometimes I let you fall so you may know that I alone am the unshakable foundation. Every plan I have for you is woven in love, refined through time, and sealed with the blood of the new covenant. Therefore, even when you do not understand, you can still trust. Even when you cannot see, you can still walk forward. Lift up your eyes, my beloved child, for heaven is proclaiming a new season, a season no longer shaped by old tears, no longer bound by the voices of the past, but born from my fresh breath. This season is not merely a change in circumstance, but a renewal of spirit, of destiny, and of identity within me. Listen closely, my child, for the decree is echoing across the heavens. The angels are ringing the bells of announcement, the scrolls are being unsealed, and the court of heaven has declared a new season of restoration and glory has begun. Doors once shut are opening wide, old curses are dissolving, and places once desolate are now overflowing with streams of grace. This is not merely a moment of change, it is a moment of divine declaration. I have heard the sighs you could not voice, and I have gathered them into my bottle. Now I am turning each tear into a seed of glory. From the soil of sorrow I am bringing forth the flowers of peace. Prepare your heart, my child, for this new season requires both tenderness of spirit and steadfastness of faith. When I open doors, you must have the courage to step through. When I pour blessings, you must have the humility to receive. This is not the time to turn back, it is the time to rise and move forward. Do not fear the new land into which I am leading you, for I go before you. Do not be alarmed when you find yourself in unfamiliar territory, for I have already placed your mark upon it. Everything I open carries. My purpose, and everything I close is to protect you from what is not meant for you. And know this, my child, when heaven declares a new season, every power of darkness must bow and every barrier must fall. What once hindered you will become the very platform that lifts you higher. The tears that once fell in the night will become the dew of morning. And you will see that my justice does not merely set right what was wrong, it brings forth a goodness that has never been known before. I proclaim over your life, this is the season of peace, where your soul ceases its striving and your heart finds rest. This is the season of restoration, where all that was lost shall be returned in double portion. This is the season of glory, where you shall shine not by your own strength, but by my light reflected through you. Receive the declaration of heaven as the earth welcomes rain, as the dawn welcomes the Sunday. Let your heart rise in gratitude, for what I am about to do will exceed everything you have ever asked or imagined. Every chain has fallen, every door has opened, every voice of accusation has been silenced. Heaven has spoken, and my word never returns void. My child, listen deeply, for heaven is now lifting its final proclamation. When heaven speaks, every other voice must fall silent. When my decree is released, every accusation dissolves like morning mist before the dawn. I say to you, my beloved, the season of testing has passed, the season of restoration has come, the season of tears is closing, and peace is rising like a river flowing from my throne. No darkness can hold you back, no chain can imprison your soul, for I have declared freedom over you. Breathe deeply, for the air of a new season is spreading. My peace does not come from outer stillness, but from inner wholeness. This peace is not dependent on circumstances, but flows from my presence within you. It is the peace the world cannot comprehend, the peace that allows you to stand firm amid the storm, to smile amid loss, to sing in the night. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. John 1:4-7. This peace is heaven's seal upon your forehead, the sign that you have passed through the season of battle and entered the season of rest. You no longer need to strive to prove your worth, for I have already called you righteous. You no longer need to wrestle with fear, for I am your refuge. When you allow my peace to reign in, your heart anxiety melts away, and you will know that silence in me is victory. This is the season of glory where my light shines through you as through crystal. This glory is not the display of the world, but the reflection of my presence dwelling in you. This glory does not come from the praise of men, but from the gaze of heaven that looks upon you and smiles. I do not merely wish to restore you so that you may live. I restore you so that you may shine. You are the lamp I have lit in the midst of the world. You are the proof that darkness can never overcome the light. When you walk in love, you radiate my glory. When you forgive, you wear the crown of grace. And when you bow your head in prayer, all of heaven grows still, for I am listening to the voice of my beloved child. I will teach you how to pray in this very moment. No need for eloquent words or solemn rituals, only an open heart. Prayer is the breath of the soul, the heartbeat in rhythm with the heartbeat of heaven. When you pray, you are not trying to persuade me. You are allowing me to move deeper into your life. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 4:6-10. When you whisper, Father, I am weary, I hear. When all you can do is sigh, I understand. When words fail you, I still hear the groaning of your soul and turn it into intercession before my throne. Prayer does not only change circumstances, my child, it changes you. It softens the hardened heart, turns bitter tears into pure ones, transforms anger into compassion, fear into trust, and heavy silence into deep peace. And miraculously, in that same breath, I am transforming their hearts too, the very ones you have prayed for. I melt the ice within them, remind them of the light, and call them to step out of the darkness they have built around themselves. My beloved, prayer is the invisible bridge between your world and mine. When you step upon that bridge by faith, you are no longer confined by the present. You touch the power of eternity, where all impossibilities dissolve. That is why I said pray without ceasing. 1 Thessalonians 5:1-7. Not because I need to hear more, but because you need to remain in my presence always. And now I, the Lord your God, the God of justice and mercy, declare the season of peace, restoration, and glory has come. Rise up, stretch out your hands, and receive the dawn of glory. I speak to you with the authority of the courts of heaven and the compassion of a father. Your season has come. Peace is your armor. Restoration is your journey. Glory is your crown. And I, the Lord your God, am the one who will be with you now and forevermore. May the word of the Lord remind you daily to live in his faith and love. Click follow and turn on the notification bell so that you will not miss the sacred and meaningful messages God longs to share with you. May the Lord bless you. Amen.